Welcome to Smiling Spirit Yoga. Nice of you to do today. And today we're going to do an energy flow. So sit down in an easy pose and make sure that your shoulders are relaxed, your spine is straight. Put your hands in little bowls with your right hand on top. And then take a very deep breath. Hold your breath. And when you exhale, let your body sink down and relax. Let's do that 2 more times. Take a very deep breath. Hold your breath. And then exhale, letting go of any tiredness or discomfort in your body. And then the last one, deep breath. And exhale. And then feel the connection on the mat with your sitting bones. Let your body sink down into the mat. And then open your eyes. Place your hands onto your knees. On an inhale, you bend forwards and you go clockwise, rotating. Exhale on the back. And just move around the way you like it, loosening up your spine, your shoulders, your lower back. And try to move around onto your tailbone, there where your first chakra is rooted. Waking up the Kundalini energy and also getting out of your head into your body. And let's go the other way. Rotating anti-clockwise. Move around the way you like it. Loosen up the shoulders, your spine, awakening up your body. Inhale on the front and exhale on the back. And let's reverse again. Go clockwise again. Inhale on the front, exhale on the back, and just keep moving around onto the tailbone. There where your first chakra, your root chakra. And by moving around onto your tailbone, you're waking up this Kundalini energy. And then one more time, reverse. And then slowly come back into the middle. Relax your shoulders. Bring your chin onto your chest and press your chin against your chest. Feel the back of your neck stretching. Keep relaxing the shoulders. And then start rotating your head towards your left shoulder. And then back into the middle again. Go towards your right shoulder and back into the middle again. Just move your neck and your head towards the left and towards the right. And make sure that you keep putting your chin onto your chest. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your neck, loosening up the neck. And keep breathing with your chest. And slowly bring your head back into the middle and all the way up. Rotate your shoulders a few times back. And a few times to the front. And then place your left hand on the side of the mat. Inhale, bring your right arm up, stretch up. And to the side. And exhale, holding here towards the sides. Opening up the side ribs, stretching, looking up towards the ceiling and your arm. Keep breathing with your chest. And slowly come back into the middle. Do the other side. Inhale, stretching up and to the side. Exhale, holding here. Keep breathing, looking up, stretching the side, opening up the side ribs. Very good. And slowly come all the way back. And come into your hands and knees. Place your hands underneath your shoulders and place your toes into the mat. On an inhale, you look up, you curl your back, and on an exhale, you come into a downward facing dog. Pull your belly in when you're coming up, lifting up your hips. On an inhale, come down onto the knees again, looking up. Curl your back. Exhale. Push yourself back into a downward facing dog, lifting up the hips, stretching the legs. Inhale, back onto the knees, looking up, pull the shoulders back. And exhale, push your hips up. Inhale, back onto the knees. And do it in your own breathing time. So maybe you want to go a little bit faster or slower, just the way you like it. Inhaling onto the knees, looking up, push the shoulders back. And then the last time back into a downward facing dog. And just staying here in the downward facing dog. Stretching the legs, so bend one knee, stretch the other one. And do the other side. Just stretch those hamstrings. Switching your legs. Letting your head relax, letting your face relax. Very good. Now place your hands a little bit further on the mat. On an inhale, you come onto the knees, you roll forward into a high plank. On an exhale, you let your hips sink down, inhaling in the upward facing dog, and when you're exhaling, you come into a child's pose. Take a deep breath here in the child's pose. Exhale, and then on an inhale, come up into a downward facing dog, exhaling in the downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward, high plank. On an exhale, sink down into an upward facing dog. Inhaling in the upward facing dog, exhaling child's pose. Inhale in the child's pose. And exhale. And then inhale, push yourself back up into a downward facing dog. And then exhaling in the downward facing dog. Then inhale, roll forward into a high plank, holding the high plank. And when you exhale, sink down into an upward facing dog. Inhaling in the upward facing dog. Exhaling back into a child's pose. Sinking down into the mat, relaxing into your shoulders. Take a deep breath. And exhale. Take another deep breath. And exhale. Let's stay in this child's pose a little longer, sinking down the shoulders, relaxing your hips, breathing there where you feel tension in your body. Maybe it's in your shoulders, maybe it's in your lower back. Let your body relax. Sink down into the mat. Relax your face. And then you inhale. Slowly come up onto your hands and knees, and we'll stretch your shoulders a little bit more. Stretch your left arm forward and bring your right arm underneath. Come onto the side of your head. Lean onto your right shoulder and the side of your head. Let all of your weight sink down onto the mat. Don't hold back. Try to relax both arms. Relax your face. Breathing, sinking down, relaxing again. Very good. And then you inhale, slowly come back up onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do the other side. So stretch your right arm forward. Bring your left arm underneath. Lie down on the side of your head and onto your left shoulder. Put all of your weight onto your shoulder. Don't hold back. Let yourself sink down, ease into it, and if there's still any tension in those shoulders, breathe towards your chest and your shoulders and let it go. Sinking down, relaxing, breathing. And then you inhale. Slowly come back up. Place your toes into the mat and we're gonna balance here on the toes. So come up onto the toes and bring your hands into a praying pose if that's possible. Try to ease into it. Relax the shoulders, relax your face. Try to even relax your toes and your legs. Breathing, that's the most important part. Balancing. Focus somewhere in front of you. Stay focused. And then to come up, press the toes in the mat, press the legs together, pull your belly in and push yourself all the way up so that you're standing. Then place the feet on each side of the mat. Stretch your arms forward. And then you inhale, and on an exhale, you sink down through the knees as far as you can. Keep the feet on the mat. Inhale, push the feet in the mat and push yourself all the way back up. Exhale, sinking down through the knees. Inhale, push up, come up. Exhale, sink down into a crow pose. Inhale, come up. Last one. Exhale, sinking down. And now we're staying here. Place the hands into a praying pose again if you can. Otherwise, grab the mat in front of you or place the hands on the mat. Then with the elbows, push your knees more towards the side if possible. And if you can, we're going to do the breath of fire now. So you take a deep breath and then you pull your belly in every time. So it goes like this. Or you just do it through the nose. Then take a deep breath, hold your breath, and when you exhale, place the hands onto the mat. And then again, inhale, look up, and then exhale, stretch the legs up and keep stretching the legs up. Let your head relax, let your arms relax, pull your belly in, breathing with your chest. And then we're going to grab the elbows. And then we're going to sway a little bit up and down from the hips and the lower back. Try to keep the legs straight. If not possible, just bend the knees a little. That's fine too. Let the arms and the shoulders relax, gently rocking up and down, making space by your lower back, your hips. Very good. Come back into the middle and then relax your arms down. Relax the head and your neck and then bend through your knees and then we're slowly coming up. Okay, and then come onto the front of the mat. Bring your hands into a praying pose in front of your chest. You inhale, stretch up towards the ceiling, look at your hands. Exhale, bend forward, grab the legs. Inhale, bring your nose towards the knees. Exhale, fingertips on the mat. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale, stepping back with your right foot first, and then your left one into a high plank. Holding the high plank, pull the belly in, keep it really tight. Very good. Then lower yourself down into an upward facing dog. Pull the shoulders back. Maybe look towards the left and towards the right, just stretching up a little bit here. And then you pull your belly in and you push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Let the head relax. Take a deep breath. Exhale. And then step forward. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, relax your head again and your arms. And then bend your knees and slowly come all the way back up. And we'll do this one again. Bring the hands in front of you into a praying pose. Inhale, stretching up towards the ceiling, look up. Exhale, bend forward, grab your legs. Inhale, bring your nose towards your knees. Exhale, fingertips on the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, stepping left back first, then the right. High plank, holding the high plank. Pull the belly in. Press the legs together. Breathing. And then lower yourself down into an upward facing dog. Let the bottom relax. Let your legs relax. Maybe look towards the left and the right again. Pull the shoulders back. And then you pull your belly in and you push yourself back into a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in the downward facing dog. Let your head relax. Exhale. And then on inhale, you walk forward. Looking up. Exhale, relax your head. And then inhale, slowly roll back up. Last one. Bring the hands together in a praying pose in front of your chest. Inhale, stretching up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend forward. Grab the legs. Inhale, bring your nose towards your knees. Exhale, fingertips on the mat. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, stepping back. Both legs, if possible. High plank. Holding the high plank. Pull your belly in. And then lower your hips down into an upward facing dog. Stretching in the upward facing dog, looking left and right. And then from here, come into a downward facing dog. Pull the belly in. Lift up the hips and let the head relax. Breathing towards your chest. Okay, then in the downward facing dog, lifting up the right leg as high as you can. Bend your knee, pull your knee all the way in towards your nose and step forward. Come into a warrior two. Bending the front knee, pressing the feet in the mat, keeping the legs strong. Very good. Then on an inhale, you stretch your front leg, you bring both arms up towards the ceiling. On an exhale, sink down into a warrior two again, sinking down a little bit more than before. Inhale, lifting up, stretch the front leg. Exhale, sink down. Let's do that again. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, sinking down. Very good. Now from here, we're going into a triangle pose. So stretch your front leg, cartwheel your arms down, place one hand onto your leg, and then looking up towards the ceiling and your hands. See if you can stack the arms on top of each other. Try to bring your chin onto your shoulder, breathing with your chest. Oh, this is very good. And then try to rotate your left arm a few times. Very good. Then bring your left arm down, bend your knee, and step back. And we're going to do the other side. So stepping back into a high plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Then lift up your left leg as high as you can. Bend your knee and then pull your knee in all the way towards your nose. Step forward and then come into a warrior two. Press both feet in the mat, keeping the legs strong, relaxing the shoulders, breathing. Then on inhale, you stretch your front leg, you bring both arms up, and on exhale, you sink down into a warrior two again. Inhale, lifting both arms up, stretching your front leg, and then exhale, sinking back into a warrior two. One more time. Inhale, lifting up both arms, and then exhale, sinking down into a warrior two. And from here, we're going to do a triangle pose. So stretch your front leg, bring your arm onto your leg, your left one. Bring your right arm up, looking up towards your hand and the ceiling. Pull your belly in, breathing with your chest, feeling that nice side stretch. And if you can bring your hand all the way down towards the mat, but on your leg is fine as well. And then let's rotate the arm again. Let's do 3 rotations. 2, and then 1 more. Very good. And then bring your right hand back, stepping forward, bending the front knee. Inhale, looking up, and then exhale, stepping back into a high plank. Holding the high plank, inhale, and when you exhale, sinking down into the upward facing dog. Inhaling in the upward facing dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And this is the last downward facing dog. Let's relax the head, the shoulders, your arms. And from here, we're going into a pigeon pose, lifting up the left leg as high as you can. And then bring your left foot behind your right hand, sinking down into your hip. And then you can let the head relax onto your arms if you find that comfortable. Try to relax the neck and make sure that your hips are straight. So don't lean to one side with your hips. Keep them straight into the middle so that you really feel that hip stretching. And maybe your hip is really flexible and you can bring the head down onto the mat, and you can do the front of your head onto the mat, or you just bring your head towards the side, and then the arms can go down towards the side as well, so that you can relax the arms and the shoulders. Let's find a position that is cool for you. I like to put my hands into a praying pose and then place the front of the head onto the hands, or just lean onto the elbows. Just feel what is good for you. Let your body become heavy and sink down towards the mat. Breathe towards your belly and your hip. It's a deep hip stretch. So try to make space by your hip. And then on inhale, slowly come up, and we're doing the other side. You can do it by yourself if you want, or you come into a downward facing dog, lifting up the right leg, and then stepping your foot behind your left hand, sinking down into your hip. And again, find a position that feels good for you. Let your head relax. Breathing there where you feel tension, and that's probably in your hip. So try to breathe towards your belly. Keep your hips straight. So don't lean to one side. Stay in the middle. Let your whole body lean onto your hip. And keep breathing, sinking down, finding space. Very good. And then you inhale, and then slowly push yourself back up. And then turn yourself around onto your back. Okay. Then place both feet onto the mat. Place one foot on top of your other foot. Your legs are together, your hands are on the sides and your arms. And then you drop your knees towards the left and towards the right. And you can do this fast or you can do this slow. So move around onto your bottom, turning your knees and your legs towards the left and towards the right. And we're loosening up the lower back here and massaging this big bottom muscle that is connected to your hips and your lower back. So very good exercise if you have lower back problems. Just loosening up the lower back, getting tightness and stiffness out of your back, and move around the way you like it. So you can go slow or you can go fast. Just feel what feels good for you. Now drop the knees all the way towards the left side. And if you want to have a little bit more tension, then bring the top leg a little bit more down towards the mat. Maybe even grab it with your left hand to pull it towards you. And then turn your head into the opposite direction, so that you have a deep twist here. Breathing to where you feel tension in your body. Is that by your shoulders? Breathe towards your chest. If you feel tension by your lower back, breathe towards your belly. Let it go, sinking down, ease into it. Don't fight it. Ease into it. And then first bring your head back into the middle. Then bring your feet back onto the mat. Place one foot on top of the other one. And then drop your knees towards the other side, towards the right side. For more of a twist, lift up the top knee. Grab it with your right hand. Pull it down towards the mat. Turn your head into the opposite direction, towards the left. Use your breath to sink down. Ease into it. Relax into it. Breathing. Letting go. And then turn your head back into the middle. Bring your feet back onto the mat. And then bring your knees towards your chest and grab your knees with your hands. Pull them really towards your chest so that you feel that stretch. And then rock a little bit from side to side, or maybe lifting up your head so that you can massage your lower back the way you like it. Or maybe you want to massage more in between the shoulder blades. That's when you lift up your head. And then use your legs to pull yourself up or roll towards the side to come up. Stretch your legs onto the mat and we're going to bend, fold forward. You inhale, you lift up both arms, and on an exhale you pull your belly in and you fold forward as far as you can. Let your head relax, let your face relax, let your arms relax and sink down towards the mat. And maybe you're holding your feet or maybe just holding your legs, it doesn't matter. Use your breath to get deeper into the posture. So first start breathing towards your chest and your shoulders, letting go of tension there. And then when you're ready, try to breathe towards your belly. And when you do that, really press the belly out as big as you can. Then on an exhale, you pull your belly in and you create space by your lower back and your hips to bend more forward. Use your breath to get deeper into the posture, sinking down, easing into it. Keep breathing, letting go, sinking down. And then on an inhale, you slowly come back up. And then we're going to lie down for the last exercise, the Savasana. And if you're not joining me, see you next time. Thank you for joining. Namaste. And lie down. Take a deep breath towards your belly. Hold your breath. And then on an exhale, sink down into the mat. Let's do that 2 more times. Take a very deep breath towards your belly. Hold your breath. And then exhale, letting go, sinking down, easing into it. And see if you can relax all of your muscles so much that you don't need to move another muscle anymore. So lie completely still. Don't move another muscle. The only thing that is still moving is your breath. When you inhale, your belly rises and your chest rises. And when you exhale, it sinks down towards the mat. Now focus on your breathing. Your body is completely relaxed. And feel that your breath is like a wave in the ocean. You inhale, your chest rises, your belly rises, the wave comes up. And when you exhale, it sinks down and it pulls back. Feel that your breath is like a wave in the ocean. And you become the ocean. And you're looking towards your breath as far onto the surface of the ocean. Little waves, that's your breathing. And you're looking at your waves and the breathing on the surface of the ocean. You are the ocean, you're sinking down deeper, becoming more and more relaxed. The cool water is calming down your nerves and your senses. And take as much time as you need.